This code of professional conduct is promulgated in order to, one, promote and maintain high standards of professionalism among freight forwarders and custom brokers in Nigeria. So it is in your own interest. Protect the interests of practitioners of the profession and their customers. Promote the import and export trade in Nigeria. Facilitate the collection of all revenues due to the government from the import and export sectors of the economy. Because of the job you do, which helps customs to collect revenue, the government should not play with you. The government should not toy with you. The government should respect you because you are one of the organs that help them to collect revenue. All freight forwarders and licensed custom brokers registered with the council shall comply with every provision of this code and shall be professionally and ethically bound to encourage the compliance among its members. What constitutes professional misconduct? Please pay attention. It is a professional misconduct for any freight forwarder or licensed custom broker who is registered with the council in Nigeria to engage in the following acts: knowingly or negligently making any false claims, or file or procure the filing of false documents. I hope that is clear. Providing either directly or indirectly false or misleading information on any job pending before any public officer in the course of his or her business. Acting or being involved directly or indirectly in any conduct which is clearly fraudulent or has the appearance of being fraudulent in the course of his business with the public. Assisting any non-licensed or unauthorized person or company to engage in providing freight forwarding or custom broking services for a fee. I know that in the past, I don't know if it happened in Lagos, but it happened in Port Harcourt where people use their license to stamp for other people to go and do jobs. And
it's still going on. It's still going on, which is wrong.
So that degree of verbal misrepresentation to deceive a public officer or the shipping industry with the purpose of profiting from it. Falsely assuring a client or prospective client that undue favors could be obtained for him, her, or them from a public officer or authority making wrong declarations with the intention to defraud the institution in the course of providing freight forwarding or custom broking services or both. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Withhold vital shipping information from a client which he or she is entitled to, or neglect to exercise due diligence to ascertain the accuracy of any information given to a client in the course of providing freight forwarding or custom broking services. Rendering assistance or aiding a client to execute or submit documents or instruments of a misleading and fraudulent nature to the authority. Disclosing a member's trade confidential information to unauthorized third party or parties. Willfully interfering with the existing contracts between other freight forwarders or custom brokers with their clients with the intention to secure or divert their patronage. You understand this, don't you?
Yes.
Misappropriation or misapplication of any money or funds advanced by a client for any other purpose other than that to which it was advanced. So you don't use your client's money to go and do something else. You might say it doesn't concern anybody, but it's a professional misconduct. Failure to exercise due diligence in the performance of any freight forwarding or custom brokerage services under his or her supervision. Deliberate refusal to discharge intentional refusal to maintain a recognizable and accessible office and to notify the council concerning its location and full contact, particularly in the case of change of address or office. Because the council want to know where you are in case they want to refer a client to you. Inability to keep proper and accurate records of all transactions undertaken as a freight forwarder or custom broker for the period allowed by the Board of Customs and Excise. I am sure that the normal practice of keeping a document for 7 years is still fine. All the jobs we have done, we have records of all the jobs we have done since 1997 till now, because they are computerized. And this is part of what ABRA was. Also, for the regulation of freight forwarding in Nigeria, including payment of dues, subscriptions, and other officially agreed levels. Execution of professional services outside the CRFFN standard trading condition or contract where it exists. Does it exist? Does CRFFN have standard trading condition?
It does, but it's not functional.
Okay. Outright and willful refusal to participate in the CRFFN's educational activities or attend its duly convened AGM after receiving the formal invitation in good time. Failure to provide adequate and reasonable notice to an existing client before withdrawing his or her services as a freight forwarder or custom broker. We have entered the procedure. There shall be a disciplinary committee of the Council of Freight Forwarders in Nigeria, which will be responsible for the initial investigation of all allegations and complaints of professional misconduct against its members.
Which body regulates that?
CRFFN. The committee shall, upon the completion of any investigation, make a full and comprehensive report of its findings to the registrar, CEO of CRFFN Nigeria, for further consideration on the matter. In the conduct of their inquiries or investigations of both and in reaching their conclusion, the disciplinary committee and registrars of CEO shall provide a free and fair hearing opportunity to the accused and must observe other rules of natural justice in addition to the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. There's a pre-investigation procedure. The allegation or complaint against any freight forwarder or custom broker must be formal. It must be in writing. It's not by telephone call. It's not by gossip. It has to be formal, and it shall be properly defined. It must be made known to him or her or their company in writing. in advance of the proper investigation. So the accused shall be formally invited by the committee, the disciplinary committee, and given a reasonably sufficient time to enter an appearance before it. The defense can be also submitted in writing to the committee where the accused cannot be physically present. If the accused chooses this latter option, he or she has waived the right of physical defense. Where there exists a prima facie adverse finding, evidence or clear proof of misconduct against the accused person or company, the counsel, based on the recommendation of this disciplinary committee, may suspend the membership of the accused pending a fuller investigation and substantive findings by it. The allegation or complaint shall be formally read out to the accused in his or her presence, unless both parties decide and agree to transact through exchange of letters or documents. The committee shall ensure and confirm that the accused understands the charges or allegations, just as they do in the court, so that he won't claim ignorance of the accusation. The accused shall be given ample opportunity for either said party so to cross-examine witnesses against him or them. The committee shall base its recommendation and evidence on the record. The committee cannot take final decision, judgment, and ruling. Upon receiving the findings and recommendation of the committee, the registrar CEO of CRFFN shall impose such penalty or penalties he considers appropriate after giving full consideration to all the circumstances in the case. The following shall be penalties to be imposed by the council in case of a professional misconduct against freight forwarder or custom broker that is registered with the organization. Number one is reprimand. If it's a minor case, you can just be reminded, park you at the park and say, please don't do this again. Publication, exposure of the misconduct. You can be fined. Other penalties by the council are suspension of membership for a period of time without fine. Also suspension of member for a period of time in addition to fine. And then I think this is the harsh one, termination of membership. The decision and penalty meted out against any member shall be communicated to him or her or them in writing. But then there is a right of appeal. It is the right of every freight forwarder or licensed custom broker to be registered in the council. The freight forwarder has the right on receiving any decision against his company. So within 10 days, 10 working days, which is 2 weeks, appeal in writing to the CEO/registrar of the council for a full review and perspective to help this appeal. The registrar, upon receiving the appeal, shall within 5 working days set up a panel of 5 members. And this panel or these 5 members will consist of professionals who, in his wisdom, have the requisite experience and knowledge in freight forwarding or custom broking. To create one, you have 3/2. It will be final. And where there is a tie, the chairman shall be required to cast his vote. CEO, so registrar. It will come from 5-member panel that will be drawn from all of you. When you now look at the total number of periods